MGM Grand is the largest single hotel in the United States, 5,044 rooms across multiple towers. But here's what they don't tell you when you book. Those 5,044 rooms are not equal. Some towers were renovated in 2022. Some haven't been touched since 2011. Some rooms are 100 square feet smaller than others. Some have no bathroom doors. One travel blogger compared the studio tower, formerly West Wing, to the forbidden wing of the beast's castle where no one's allowed to go, and said it's also a running joke among MGM employees to compare it to The Shining. When you book MGM Grand, you're playing a lottery, and if you lose, you're stuck in a tiny, dark room with no privacy. This is why MGM Grand's tower system is a trap, and how to avoid getting screwed. MGM Grand contains 5,044 rooms with hotel towers rising up to 30 stories, while the original Western Wing remains a 14-story structure. The property has several distinct tower sections. When you book online through sites like Booking.com or Expedia, you usually just see MGM Grand King Room. You have no idea which tower you're getting, and that matters a lot. The Marina Hotel was incorporated into MGM Grand when it opened in 1993, becoming its West Wing. The original Marina opened in 1975, so part of MGM Grand is literally a 50-year-old hotel from the 1970s that was absorbed into the property. The bones are old, the structure is dated, and no amount of renovation can change that fundamental limitation. Grand Tower rooms are described as bigger than average, nicely furnished with the most wonderful beds and nice big bathrooms. Guests say they prefer the Grand Tower rooms and describe them as very comfy. The rooms underwent a $160 million renovation from 2011 to 2012. However, it has been a long time since they did a full renovation on the Grand Tower rooms, meaning they're now 13+ years old. Guests note the bathroom can be dated. Some Grand Tower rooms can be 200 yards or more from the elevator banks. Imagine, you check in, get your room key, walk to the elevator, ride up 20 floors, exit, walk down a hallway the length of 2 football fields to reach your room, then realize you forgot something and have to do it all again. The Grand Tower is massive. Some rooms are incredibly far from elevators. You could be walking 5+ minutes just from elevator to your door. The studio tower was called the West Wing until 2022. One guest said, "I can't even remember why they were so dreaded." And another replied, "I did stay in the West Wing back in 2006. It was my least favorite Vegas Strip hotel room. Absolutely terrible layout and incredibly dark." Guests warn, having just returned from a one-night stay in a West Wing room, I am here to tell you, upgrade to Grand Tower. West Wing rooms are dark, very small window above bed. The bathroom offers no privacy, in fact. It is the first thing you see upon entering the room. The renovation is genuinely nice. One reviewer said it's significantly higher quality and as substantial as possible without making structural modifications. Studio rooms are about 100 square feet smaller than Grand Tower rooms. Guests note, West Wing rooms are only sufficient for one person. No view. No bathroom door. The sink is not in the bathroom. The rooms have small windows and tiny size. One guest said, "I can understand why someone might prefer the WW room, but I can't justify MGM charging more for what is essentially a renovated motel room from the old Marina Hotel." This is the deal breaker for many. The bathroom configuration provides minimal privacy, and guests describe it as quirky. Multiple reviews mention there's no bathroom door and the bathroom is open. If you're traveling with anyone other than a romantic partner, this is awkward. Parent and child? Uncomfortable? Friends? Weird. Here's the infuriating part. MGM often charges more for studio tower rooms, marketing them as an upgrade. One reviewer noted, "The biggest problem with the West Wing room has really always been the pricing. The price is often only $10 or less than other larger and nicer rooms at MGM. There simply is no value in putting up with the smaller, inferior room. Let that sink in. No bathroom door, tiny windows, no views, a renovated 1975 motel room. Guests report being told Studio Tower is an upgrade when checking in. Many don't consider the West Wing an upgrade over the tower rooms. I think MGM likes to present that they are. One insider tip: do not pay extra for this room. Book the regular room, and if you ask, they will gladly upgrade you to a West Wing room for free. MGM staff will try to upsell you on Studio Tower rooms. Don't fall for it. When booking, one guest was told by casino marketing, call and have them put on your reservation that you won't accept a West Wing room. Request Stay Well rooms. If budget allows, Stay Well rooms are in Grand Tower, closest to the elevator, have separate lobby to check in with much shorter line, and include $10 spa access instead of normal rates. Book directly with MGM when possible. Third-party sites give you less control over which tower you get. Call after booking, confirm your tower assignment, request specific tower and floor at check-in. Forget the $20 trick. It's gauche and hit and miss at best. Instead, politely ask which tower your room is in. If it's Studio Tower, ask if Grand Tower is available. Request a room near the elevator. If in Grand Tower, be nice to front desk staff. They control your fate. The nuclear option. If you arrive and get assigned a Studio Tower room you hate, you have options. Ask to pay the difference to switch towers. Request a different studio room. They're not all equal. If booked through third party, call your booking agent. As last resort, check other hotels nearby and eat the cost. Remember from our previous video, in January 2020, MGM sold MGM Grand's real estate to a joint venture of MGM Growth Properties and Blackstone. MGM now rents the building. When you're a tenant paying rent, you're less incentivized to invest in renovations. The Grand Tower rooms are now 13 years since their last full renovation. The Studio Tower got updated in 2022, but can't overcome structural limitations. MGM is caught. Invest millions in buildings they don't own, or let quality slowly decline. MGM Grand is too big. Guests note the property was just too big for the housekeeping staff, with people returning to rooms at 5 or 6 p.m. that still haven't been cleaned. 5,044 rooms is unmanageable. Quality control is impossible at that scale. MGM Grand has 5,044 rooms across multiple towers. When you book, you're playing a lottery. Grand Tower, larger, older, 2011 renovation, but proper hotel rooms with space and privacy. Studio Tower, newer renovation, 2022, tiny windows, no bathroom doors, built from a 1975 motel. MGM charges the same or more for Studio Tower, despite it being objectively worse. They market it as an upgrade when it's a downgrade. Your move: always specify Grand Tower. Request Stay Well if budget allows. Call ahead to confirm tower assignment. Don't accept Studio Tower unless you're traveling solo and don't care about space or privacy. The MGM Tower lottery is real. Now you know how to win it.